From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Monday morning. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. And this week is going to start off a little rambunctious out there, 20 to 40 mile per hour gust. And then our attention quickly turns to the storm system that's looming for Tuesday. So from 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 1 in the morning on Wednesday, could have a little dusting of snow for the valleys. And then from 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. on Wednesday, maybe 7 to 8 inches of snow for Cascade passes, including Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass. So if you plan on traveling to the west side for Tuesday, got to have the tire chains ready to go. Got to have the winter safety kit ready to go. All right, First Alert radar not showing you that much out there at all for this morning, but the winds are, they are gusty across the region. We're seeing gusts anywhere between 20 to 40 miles per hour. Looks like there's a few dead zones in the Yakima Valley and for the lower Columbia Basin, but elsewhere it is rocking and rolling out there. Okay, temperatures 30s and 40s for lower elevations, 20s and 30s up in the mountains. Your day planner forecast for this Monday, if you can look past the winds, it's actually going to end up being a decent day with a lot of sunshine. Highs getting into the 40s and 50s. But it will feel cooler out there because of the gusts. We'll talk about those. And of course, the snow coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, two fast-moving scams making their rounds right now. Deputies say they're catching more people off guard every day. Red flags to look out for before you lose money. And Pasco Fire just became the first department in Washington to safely remove toxic firefighting foam, a move that could protect the community and the environment for years to come. We're going to let you know. We'll find out how these forever chemicals are being handled. And it might look like a regular vending machine, but what comes out of it isn't for you. Find out how this global initiative is growing and how people in the Tri-Cities are able to give food, shoes, and even goats to those in need both locally and worldwide. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good Monday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott. Jessica has the morning off. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. We start this Monday morning with a crime alert out of Benton County, where the sheriff's office is warning everyone to be extra cautious as holiday scams are ramping up. Deputies are saying one of the biggest issues right now is fake package tracking texts. Scammers are sending messages that look like they're from a delivery service. They include a link asking you to track your package, but that link sends you to a malicious site designed to steal your personal information. Sheriff's office says never click unexpected links, even if they look legitimate. Another growing scam, targeting people buying items or services online. So in this one, the seller will ask you to pay using gift cards. Once you share that card number and PIN, scammers can drain the balance instantly and you'll never receive what you paid for. Deputies remind everyone, legitimate sellers and reputable companies will never ask for payment in gift cards. Taking a look at your health headlines this morning. In Yakima, comprehensive health care was chosen for Washington State's first certified community behavioral health clinic pre-certification program. Officials with comprehensive health care say this is a big step for expanding mental health and substance use treatment in Central Washington. The program will help comprehensive health care offer 24/7 crisis support and wide-ranging care to anyone, no matter their insurance or ability to pay.
So really it's about getting access to people and looking at whole person care. So access, we want to provide access in real time to individuals when they need it.
Now, the new program is set to launch in January of 2026. And in more health news this morning, Pasco is now the first fire department in Washington State to have its stockpile of toxic firefighting foam safely removed. The foam, AFFF, was once commonly used for fuel fires, but it contains PFAS, often called forever chemicals. Well, they're linked to health risks and long-term environmental contamination. So the Department of Ecology collected Pasco Fire's remaining foam for safe disposal. It's a part of a new statewide program aimed at keeping PFAS out of water, soil, and firefighting gear.
It's important because we want to make sure that we're protecting the environment, right? Our citizens entrust us with our money and entrust us with doing the right things, and we want to make sure that we respect that and we're doing the right things when people are watching and when they're not.
So the AFFF foam will then head to Spokane to be collected before being transferred to Utah to be put into an incinerator to be disposed safely. Staying in Pasco at 6:04, the City Council recently held a public hearing to discuss creating a transportation benefit district to fund street maintenance. While the plan would allow a car tab fee up to $20 per vehicle or a 0.1% sales tax. With gas tax revenues declining as cars become more fuel efficient and street repair costs rising, council members are weighing their options carefully.
All these taxes and fees and inflation and everything's going up around them. And I do believe that if we were going to increase our sales tax, which is something I would be for, the citizens of the city of Pasco should vote for that.
No final decision was made, and if the sales tax options move forward, it could appear on a future ballot for voters to decide. 6:05, and following up on a story that we first brought you last week. An $18 TSA screening fee may be coming to those who don't have their real IDs yet when traveling in an airport. Tri-Cities Airport Director says for right now, this is a national proposal that just went into the Federal Register, and it is under the comment period. This proposal is something that's being pushed through the TSA Department of Homeland Security team throughout the country, not at local airports. He says it's not currently happening at any airport nationwide, and it's still a fairly new idea.
For those that don't have a real ID compliant identification, either passport, real ID, other forms that are acceptable, they'll have to pay a fee for TSA to go through the process of verifying you. And that fee, my understanding from what I've read, is good for 10 days. So through the duration of most trips.
So as of right now, the airport director says you are still able to fly without a real ID, but you will have to go through additional screening. And you do still need a passport to leave the country. 606, a global charity initiative making it easier than ever to help those in need this holiday season. Giving Machines expanded to 126 cities worldwide this holiday season. The vending machine style device lets people donate items like shoes, food, and even livestock to those in need with just the touch of a button. This year marks the first time the machine's appearance has made it to the Tri-Cities. 12 global nonprofits, including the Red Cross and UNICEF, joined nearly 600 local charities to offer 3,500 donation options. Last year, 850,000 people visited the machines and purchased nearly 500,000 items.
You'd be giving a driver's license, a new pair of shoes, food, chickens, things like that. You're going to be giving to local or international organizations.
The machine operates in 21 countries across 6 continents. New locations this year include Argentina, Austria, Italy, and Thailand. The Richland Giving Machine is open, and it's at the Fairchild Theater. It runs through December 10th during normal business hours. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, hitting the road for Thanksgiving. Well, the days you don't want to travel and why this year's trip may feel a little smoother, even with record crowds. It's all coming up in your consumer alert after the break. And giving you a live look outside from our Dust Devils camera in Pasco this morning. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will have your first alert forecast coming up after the break as we start the week.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Tegan Goodell is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Turkey? Check. Cranberries. Stuffing? Pie? Check, check, check. Potatoes sweet and mashed? Check. Now what about that post-turkey nap? Don't worry. The Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress has you covered.
Shop today and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Plus 60 months, no interest financing, and free shipping.
The Black Friday Super Sale on now at Denver Mattress.
Charge ahead, roads are calling.
Hybrid powered, snow is falling.
It's electrifying,
what the season can bring. Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on an electrifying new Honda. Ooh. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down.
We were starting a business from the ground up.
People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Is local traffic camera data shared with federal agents? Apple Valley News Now, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Could be a little bit gusty out there through this afternoon. Now, after 4 p.m., the wind gusts are going to turn calm, but before that, we could see gusts up around 40 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley, around 35 miles per hour for places like the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Pendleton, and Walla Walla. And that's going to make it feel a little bit cooler out there for today. We'll have highs. The air temperatures would suggest 40s and 50s. Those real feels might be a little bit lower down in the 40s, but that would be for lower elevations, and then 30s for both of our mountain ranges. And then for tonight, most of us falling down into the 20s, although some portions of the Walla Walla Valley could be stuck in the low 30s, which arguably is still cold. And we're going to turn even colder for Sunday and beyond. Here's what that's going to look like in the Tri-Cities. We'll hover around average through Friday, but about a 10-degree drop-off from Black Friday to Sunday. For Sunday, we're going to struggle to even warm up to 40 degrees, which is going to be about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. And that's going to coincide with some much colder overnight lows, dropping down into the low 20s for the nights of Saturday night and Sunday night. Okay, let's show you Futurecast satellite and radar. This is the 30,000-foot view, and as we head into Tuesday and beyond, you see the storm system that's going to end up bringing us both rain and snow chances, and then more storm systems lined up after that. But this chance for snow that we'll have into Tuesday and Wednesday. Now we're going with the First Alert Weather Day for a Cascade Pass. 7 to 8 inches of snow, 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. on Wednesday. So holiday travel could certainly be impacted. We'll talk about that and the chance for some valley snow as well. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 12 minutes after 6 now, and looking to a consumer alert as we prepare for another busy Thanksgiving travel week. Millions heading to their turkey dinners. And with some tips on how to make your trip as smooth as possible, here's ABC's Olivia Rubin.
It's one of those timeless Thanksgiving traditions, encountering traffic jams as you head home for the holidays.
Thanksgiving is the single busiest travel holiday. When you compare it to Memorial Day, July 4th, even the year-end holidays.
Expect roads to be packed as people drive over the rivers and through the woods.
Between 85 to 90% of holiday travelers drive.
The worst days, Tuesday and Wednesday before the holiday, and then Sunday after Thanksgiving.
If you're going to be on the road on those days, you want to leave as early as possible, and you want to make sure that you're not caught in that afternoon, early evening hour traffic.
And it's not just busy on the roads. Americans choosing to fly can expect to encounter crowds too.
It's typically a home for the holiday season, so we're expecting busy airports at many of the largest U.S. hubs.
Fortunately, after weeks of disruptions, airports are largely back to normal. But if your flight plans hit a snag,
oftentimes there are more agents available to help you with your trip at a call center than are physically at the airport. So hop in line and hop on the phone, and whoever can help you first will help manage your disrupted flight.
Whether you're driving to catch a flight or all the way to your destination, save yourself some time by filling up the gas tank the night before.
There could be a crash on the interstate, you're stuck in traffic, and now you're running out of gas, and you're calling AAA.
One bright spot, gas prices are low this year, especially as that cheaper winter blend of gasoline hits pumps. You can spend that money on your Thanksgiving groceries. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
And all this as the Federal Aviation Administration expects this year's Thanksgiving travel period to be the busiest in 15 years. More than 52,000 flights are predicted for Tuesday ahead of the holiday. TSA expects the Sunday after Thanksgiving to be one of its busiest travel days ever. Overall, TSA projecting to screen nearly 18 million people between Tuesday to Tuesday of December 2nd. Meanwhile, AAA predicting more than 81 million people will travel at least 50 miles from home during this holiday period from November 25th to December 1st, and that's up 1.6 million from last year. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. When we come back, checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth as we give you a live look outside this morning. This one from our Central Washington outdoor camera at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg. Sunrise set for 7:11 this morning, and snow is in the forecast. Josh is going to let you know for who and when we might see it. It's all coming up after the break.
During the Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus 60 months, no interest. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Hi, everybody. Jay Leno here. You know, I love doing live stand-up comedy. No politics, no lectures. I'm not giving you my opinion on every issue of the day. Just nothing but jokes. So come by, check it out, and we'll have a lot of fun. Oh, it's clean, too.
Jay Leno live on stage. Friday, April 24th, Legends Casino Hotel. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Jay Leno live. Friday, April 24th, Legends Casino Hotel.
Come on by. Check out the show.
Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center. Dr. Sharon provides upper endoscopy, colonoscopy, and specializes in women's digestive health. Get expert, compassionate care close to home. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 to schedule, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $400 off Doctor's Choice Elite adjustable mattress sets, or score 60 months no interest and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
High-tech cameras watch as you drive on state roads, but who's watching the watchers? Could they be sharing video and data with federal Immigration and Border Patrol agents? Reporter William Albert digs deeper for hard-to-find answers. Apple Valley News Now, Tuesday night at 6.
Next live from Disney's Zootopia 2, Kiwi Kwan.
Kelly Mark, finally, I'm here!
Plus Lily Reinhardt from Hal and Harper.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. Tuesday to 4 a.m. on Wednesday. First alert weather day is we could have 7 to 8 inches of snow for our Cascade passes. And during a more condensed time frame, 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 1 a.m. on Wednesday, we're thinking less than an inch of snow for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. So here is that snowfall map. 5 inches for Blewett Pass, 7 inches for White Pass, 8 inches for Snoqualmie Pass, maybe 5 inches of snow for Tollgate at or off Oregon 204. And again, just less than an inch for Ellensburg and Yakima for now. We'll see how these totals come in as we get more model runs. And then if you're curious about the snow water equivalent, around an inch, if not a little bit more for the Cascades, around a half an inch for the Blues, points in between, not as much, but definitely not zero. Okay, we'll time all this out with Futurecast radar. Maybe another round of some rain and snow showers close to lunchtime up in the Cascades. The rest of the day into the evening going to be dry, but tomorrow, This is 8 a.m. Futurecast, I think, is maybe just a hair early at bringing this in. But after that, you can see that mixture of green and blue in the valleys. And this is obviously around the time that past travel is going to start to slide downhill as well. 5 p.m., widespread stuff across the map. And then as we head into the evening, especially the late evening, this is when things starting to dry out for the valleys and the Cascades, but still dealing with some rainfall for the basin, for the Bluefoot Hills, and a rain-snow mix for Blue Mountain passes. Then more wet weather is going to continue after this, Wednesday through Saturday. Here's what the rain chances are going to look like in the Tri-Cities. 40 to 50% rain chances Wednesday and Thursday, and then definitely trending drier for Black Friday and for Saturday. Here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting from 4 a.m. on Wednesday to 4 a.m. on Sunday. This is going to be another one where the mountains are going to capture the bulk of this, especially up in the Cascades. And in terms of snowfall, 4 a.m. on Friday and 4 a.m. on Sunday. Maybe a couple more inches for a Cascade passes, perhaps a little bit more snow, though, for the Blue Mountains, upwards of 3 inches for Tollgate, for Cabbage Hill, and for the Battle Mountain Summit as well. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Gusts between 25 to 35 miles per hour today. Small chance of showers Tuesday, then a 50-50 rain chance Wednesday. In Yakima, rain snow mix possible tomorrow, then just cold rain chances for Wednesday and Thursday. In Ellensburg, also the potential for rain snow mix on Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Maybe a few more flurries flying for Saturday. In Hermiston, gusty today. Small rain chances Tuesday. Better chances of wet weather Wednesday and Thanksgiving Day. And then for Walla Walla, little chances of wet weather today and tomorrow, but trending wetter for Wednesday and Thanksgiving.
It's a lot of rain.
Yes. A lot of rain chances, and past travel is going to be dicey, of course. I didn't have enough time to mention it, but have the tire chains ready, have the winter safety kit ready to go, especially if you're going to travel over Snoqualmie Pass or White Pass for tomorrow. I'm thinking later in the day on Wednesday, we should see improvements to the passes, but tomorrow...
It's a big travel day tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
tomorrow
so
Wednesday for sure.
Unfortunate time. Yeah.
Yeah, well, take it easy, take it slow, be prepared. WashDOT does a great job, of course, of letting people know what's going on in regards to the pass reports and any closures that may happen. So hopefully everything stays open, stays easy, and everyone just slow and steady wins the race, right?
Yep. Trip Check, WashDOT, and of course, AppleValleyNewsNow.com. All excellent resources to get you from point A to point B safely over the next handful of days.
Yeah, exactly. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. You know the voice, but getting it ready for Oz took some serious work. The man who helped shape Glinda is sharing how it all happened. That's coming up when we take a look at our entertainment headlines after the break.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
The holiday season is in full swing at Shelby's Floral. Shelby's invites you to celebrate the joys of Christmas. Step into a wondrous world filled with the magic of the holiday season. Discover beautiful holiday decor, seasonal centerpieces, and gifts that capture the spirit of giving. Let Shelby's inspire you with a beautiful custom arrangement to complement your seasonal style. At Shelby's, we can bring your home to life with the joys of Christmas. Celebrating 50 years of holiday giving. Come visit Shelby's Floral on Clearwater in Kennewick.
Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Hurry in for the very best selections before they're gone.
Macy's makes millions of stories in one special morning on our parade's 99th year. Magic brings us together in our cozy sweaters, a tradition filled with cheer. Oh, the most wonderful stories start here. Find your next holiday story at Macy's.
function. Should we push the timeline? Will it hold?
Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster.
Even cheaper.
Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Getting into the holiday spirit. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday.
Welcome back in your entertainment headlines this morning. Wicked for Good topping the box office this weekend, of course. Well, no help from Josh.
My bad.
But for Ariana Grande transforming into Glinda, mastering a different kind of singing.
And the coach who guided Grande is giving us a look inside the process. So here's Rick Damigella with more.
For Wicked fans, perhaps you should pay attention to this man behind the curtain.
I'm a vocal coach and I'm a voice teacher, so I really train people how to sing and speak. We do a lot of speaking too, but mostly singing.
Eric Vitro has worked with Ariana Grande for many years and began prepping her for the role of Glinda before she even auditioned.
For Wicked, Ariana really wanted it to sound authentic to what Glinda should sound like, which is pretty operatic. And she had not sung that way before. She had all the high notes. She already could sing them. Everyone knows she has those super high whistle register notes. And I've known her since she was about 13 years old, 13, 14. We've been working together. So I knew she had all the notes. But what this was all about, our working experience for Wicked, was about training her voice to sound more operatic, like a legit Broadway soprano.
That people come into our lives for a reason.
We worked for months together before the audition and then months after the audition once she got the part, just because she wanted it to be there at moment's notice. And I think she could probably still to this day wake up in the middle of the night and hit a high C like Glinda because it's so in her voice now.
Because I knew you. Think of what we could do.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
I love it so much.
Yeah, and when I think of Ariana Grande, like the song she was putting out in 2013, 2014, 2015, she was already hitting whistle tones.
Oh yeah, no, Girlfriend has the range.
Yeah.
For sure, and always has, but just wanted to make sure she had that vocal tone and quality to match that character that she wanted to portray as Glinda. Both her and Cynthia, incredible talents, but they've put so much in to both these characters to make sure that not only that kind of original sense of the character came through, but also this like newly adapted character of what it looks like now was also really present.
And I'm always just a sucker for anyone who continues to be a master of their craft, even though they're at the top of their game, you know?
Yes.
So a lot of respect.
Absolutely. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Yakima County putting the finishing touches on a 5-year plan to tackle homelessness, a move that could shape housing and treatment options for years to come. We're going to break down all of that and have the impacts that it could have on the community coming up after the break. It's all in your 6:30 half hour.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Atomic Health pays me to do the in-home, I guess nursing or the things I do to help out, so we don't need a nurse. Meds, cooking, cleaning, getting him to doctor's appointments, picking up prescriptions, whatever else needs to be done. So at least once a month or whenever I need her, Sarah, or whatever nurse is available, comes to our house. If I have a worry that I'm not sure if he needs to go to the doctor, she comes and advises me and does an assessment and tells me if there's anything I need to do different, or I don't know that I could do this without him.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,300 off on a new Daikin Fit system, plus free thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting, the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew, Black Friday.
Initiating great time to buy sequence.
Black Friday deals engaged.
Ford SUVs are a go.
Bronco family built wild, it's go time.
Built Ford tough trucks are a go.
And go.
What's that one do?
Oh, you'll see.
This is how you do Black Friday.
Now through December 1st, get a low payment lease on Bronco, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, or get a $1,000 Amazon gift card with lease or purchase. Only at your local Ford dealer.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Monday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for the 6:30 half hour of Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Josh Colbert.
Jessica has the morning off, and we are working our way into a pretty wet week.
Yes, we are, and a big forecast ahead because tomorrow and Wednesday are both huge travel days, and the biggest travel days of the year, and that's going to coincide with some snowy Cascade passes, which is some pretty unfortunate timing, but we want everyone to be prepared, right? So let's go ahead and talk about those big weather stories. First of all, for this Monday, it's going to be gusty out there, and that's just a little precursor to some of the more active weather we have down the pike for Tuesday and into Wednesday. So could have a little dusting of snow possible for the valleys, 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 1 in the morning on Wednesday. This is the point we're more concerned about, though. 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. on Wednesday, 7 to 8 inches of snow for Cascade passes. You see this little square right here is red, which means we have a first alert weather day during that time frame for Snoqualmie Pass. And for White Pass, we'll have more to say about the snowfall later in the show. First alert radar not showing you much out there at all for this morning, but the winds are rocking and rolling. There is sort of a dead zone of winds for portions of, for the Tri-Cities and up and down the Yakima Valley, but elsewhere, I'm seeing gusts between 20 to 40 miles per hour. Those are going to continue through this afternoon, but after 4 p.m., they should be calm. If you can look past the winds for today, it's going to be a beautiful fall day out there of highs around 50 degrees in the Tri-Cities. A lot of sunshine for lower elevations, but again, it will be gusty for today. We'll talk about that, and we'll talk about the snow coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. We begin this half hour of news with some alarming health information from the state of Washington. The State Department is reporting an individual has passed away from complications from a bird flu strain never before reported in people. Authorities say the patient was an older adult with underlying health conditions, and the individual was in a hospital undergoing treatment for the bird flu when this person passed away. It was the first reported case of bird flu in a person in the U.S. in 9 months, and this is only the second reported death from the virus. CDC says the risk of a person contracting bird flu remains very low. Bird flu usually infects domestic or wild birds and other animals. Taking you to Yakima now, where the county is nearing the finishing line of its updated 5-year strategic homeless plan, and county leaders say it'll shape how they respond to homelessness for the years to come. So the update is required by the state to access commerce dollars, which make up 72% of Yakima County's homelessness funding. The county has spent months gathering public input, holding listening sessions in Yakima, Sunnyside, and Toppenish, all trying to identify gaps and priorities. Now the draft plan is nearly complete, laying out a long-term strategy for treatment options, housing, and public safety, all ahead of a public hearing in early December.
First or second Tuesday in December will be the public hearing that the Board of County Commissioners will have on it. So anyone in the public could come and provide comments. And then shortly after that, by mid-December, we will adopt our 5-year plan.
Now, county leaders say the goal is a balanced, adaptable approach, one that evolves as conditions change and helps the community confront a growing and complex crisis. 6:34 and still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Consumer Reports sharing some of its top tested products to help make the most of your Turkey Day leftovers. That's coming up right after the break.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Thanksgiving is November 27th, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your gathering needs. Whole turkeys, fully cooked and perfectly seasoned. Try our new Cajun style. Turkey breasts, deliciously smoked or oven roasted. Or our famous slow-cooked spiral-cut hams, hand-glazed and caramelized to perfection. Complete your feast with one of our incredible sides and delicious desserts. Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard. Call today to place your order, 509-579-5855, or go to honeybaked.com.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
'Tis the season as we visit a Christmas tree farm.
It's a pleasure to work here. I enjoy the customers a lot.
Find your holiday spirit.
It's a fun time.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next live from Disney's Zootopia 2, Kiwi Kwan.
Kelly Mark, finally, I'm here!
Plus Lily Reinhardt from Hal and Harper.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It will be a gusty start to this work week. Gusts anywhere between 20 to 40 miles per hour. It looks like some of the strongest gusts going to be in the Kittitas Valley for the lower Columbia Basin and for the Blue Foothills. But after 4 p.m., those winds should turn calm. Keep that in mind when I show you the air temperatures. It's probably going to feel a little bit cooler out there at the peak of some of the windiest conditions for today, but 40s and 50s for lower elevations, going to be in the 30s for both of our mountain ranges. And then for tonight, pretty much all of us dropping down into the 20s except for in parts of the Walla Walla Valley where we'll end up in the low 30s, which is still going to be cold. our highs turning even colder for Sunday and beyond. Here's what that's going to look like in the Yakima Valley. Now, a couple days where we'll struggle to make it out of the 30s for Tuesday and Wednesday, but even colder by the time we get to Sunday, and about a 10-degree drop off from Friday to Sunday. So going from just about average to about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. That's going to coincide with some colder overnight lows down into the low 20s for the nights of Saturday night and Sunday night in the Yakima Valley. Okay, here's that 30,000-foot view of our weather over the next handful of days, Futurecast satellite and radar. And you'll see a storm system that's going to start to impact us as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. And then as that one clears out, another one that is going to be down the road. So all that to say, first alert weather day, 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. on Wednesday, as holiday travel, specifically over Cascade Passes, could be quite dicey. So we'll talk about that and the potential for some valley snow coming up in a few minutes.
All right, well, turning now to a consumer report. If you're hosting Thanksgiving this year, you'll already know that that grocery bill is going to be pricey.
Definitely. So once the feast is over, you'll want to make sure those leftovers stay fresh and safe to eat.
Consumer Reports has tested food storage options to help you make the most of every bite. Take a look at what they found.
Thanksgiving is a time to share a nice meal and some laughs with friends and family. But after the turkey, stuffing, and mashed potatoes are gone and that last piece of pie is claimed, you're left with a load of leftovers.
To preserve freshness and quality foods, you really want to keep things airtight.
Consumer Reports tests have found that nothing is more airtight for food storage than a vacuum sealer. Testers found this tried and true food saver model is quick and easy to use. If you prefer using vacuum containers, Zwilling Starter Set is CR's top pick. During testing, it kept food fresh for 10 days in the fridge. IKEA stainless steel containers take the top spot in CR's ratings for traditional container options. They're durable, excellent at keeping food fresh, and they're not plastic. If you're tight on space in your fridge or freezer, consider putting leftovers in storage bags like these from Glad. CR found them strong, stretchy, and leak-resistant. If you prefer a reusable option, CR says these silicone bags from W&P Porter are soft, pliable, and easy to clean. If you're totally cashed from cooking and you just want to get the leftovers in the fridge ASAP, you'll want a way to seal your serving bowls and plates. Reynolds Pitmaster's Choice is the strongest foil CR tested. Great if you're grilling anything this turkey day.
It did so well in our puncture test, and because it's really strong, you can reuse it and save money.
But if it feels too thick to you, Amazon Basics foil is a great backup. CR says Stretch Tight's BPA-free plastic wrap is strong, sticks well, and rips cleanly thanks to its built-in cutter. Whether you were cooking or just eating all day, your work is done. Time to take to the couch for some football. This is Marcy Whalen.
Okay, so when it's time to load those leftovers into the fridge or freezer, they also say make sure to label and date your containers.
And this way you can easily grab what you need for that midnight turkey sandwich, which, as I established in the last hour, that's my favorite. What's your favorite in terms of the leftover Thanksgiving stuff?
Okay, but we have to revisit yours because you put barbecue sauce on it, and that's different.
It is different. Yeah, and our producer, Kat, was giving me a little bit of flack for that. She said she'd hate to be a turkey, see me coming around this time of the year. So
that barbecue sauce. Yeah, no, I love a leftover turkey sandwich, but I like it with cream cheese and cranberry.
Oh, that's an interesting range on the flavor palette.
Mm-hmm.
That's
my go-to. Yeah. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We have your morning sprint, everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And of course, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert back with that full first alert forecast. We are headed into a busy holiday travel week. What are the roads and the passes going to look like? He's going to let you know as we give you a live look outside from our Central Washington outdoor camera at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg. We're back right after the break.
That was fun.
Yeah, but I can't find my phone.
Maybe you try retracing your steps.
You know, what's this? Hello?
Find your phone yet?
I'm still thinking.
Family medicine provider Mariana Guerrero Sanchez is now caring for patients of all ages at Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic. She provides wellness exams, preventative health care, well child checks, women's health, chronic care management, cancer screenings, and more. Se habla español. To schedule an appointment with Mariana, call the Grandview Clinic at 509-203-1080 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Right now at Meredith Furniture, it's a buy one, get one free deal you don't want to miss. Buy one comfy recliner starting at just $599 and get the second one free. Yup, totally free. Tons of colors, loads of styles. Come in and find your favorite. But hurry, deals this good don't stick around forever. Kick back in not one, but 2 recliners. Because one just isn't enough.
Meredith Furniture on South Burson, Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
When tragedy strikes, don't trust just anyone. Call your local appliance experts at Fred's Appliance. Right now, all LG appliances are on sale. Save big on ranges, dishwashers, and laundry sets. Shop smart appliances like this LG fridge, on sale for $15.99. At Fred's Appliance, we have in-stock get-it-today inventory so you can get your dessert plans back on track. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Did you work at a DOE nuclear site? Do you have your white card? Talk to CNS Cares. We provide the best in-home care for former energy workers. Our local nurses bring you reliable, compassionate care you can count on. And your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
If there's a lot of things you want to do in life, you probably need to get on this program.
Who you choose matters. Visit cnscares.com.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
Is local traffic camera data shared with federal agents? Apple Valley News Now, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Tomorrow will be a First Alert weather day, 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. on Wednesday to be precise, 7 to 8 inches for Snoqualmie Pass and for White Pass, 7 to 8 inches of snow, that is. And then we could even see a little dusting of snow for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys from 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 1 a.m. on Wednesday, so a bit more of a condensed time frame there. Here's that snowfall map, and 5 inches for Blewett Pass is what we're going with, 7 to 8 inches for White Pass and Snoqualmie Pass. That little dusting possible for the Yakima Valley, and then for Oregon 204 at Tollgate, 5 inches of snow there. Not nearly as much for I-84 or for US 395. So let's put this into motion with Futurecast radar. This is lunchtime today. You know, a few rain or snow showers up in the Cascades. Nothing to write home about, but for tomorrow, this is when it gets a lot more interesting. Now, Futurecast is bringing this, I think, a touch early. We'll see how it pans out, but you see plenty of rain and snow up in the Cascades. Then by 12 p.m. certainly this is when past conditions going to slide way downhill. Starting to see that rain snow mix in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. 5 p.m. widespread stuff on the map still, and then into the later evening, specifically closer to midnight, is when we're going to start to dry out for the valleys, for our Cascade passes, but still dealing with some rainfall for the lower Columbia Basin and the Blue Foothills, and a rain snow mix for the Blue Mountains. You can see hour by hour rain and snow chances for your neck of the woods by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. The wet weather is going to continue for Wednesday through Saturday. Here's what it's going to look like in the Tri-Cities. A 50% chance of rain for Wednesday, 40% for Thanksgiving Day, then 20% chances for Black Friday and for the ensuing Saturday. The rainfall totals 4 a.m. on Wednesday to 4 a.m. on Sunday. This is going to be another storm system where pretty much all the liquid water is going to be up in the mountains, but We'll have non-zero totals for lower elevations. Then in terms of the snow, 4 a.m. on Friday to 4 a.m. on Sunday, a couple more inches for White Pass, Snoqualmie Pass, maybe a little bit more snow for Blue Mountain passes, but it doesn't look like it's going to be as snowy as the Tuesday, Wednesday storm system. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Gusts between 25 to 35 miles per hour today. Small chance of showers Tuesday, then a 50-50 rain chance for Wednesday. In Yakima, rain snow mix possible tomorrow, then just cold rain chances for Wednesday and Thursday. In Ellensburg, also the potential for rain snow mix on Tuesday into Wednesday morning, maybe a few more flurries flying for Saturday. In Hermiston, 25 to 35 mile per hour gusts Monday, a small rain chance Tuesday, but better chances of wet weather Wednesday and Thanksgiving Day. And finally for Walla Walla, little chances of wet weather today and tomorrow, but looking wetter for Wednesday and Thanksgiving. Now you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming also courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest, where we're always on your side.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacy Lee weather. Apple Valley News Now.
We really appreciate Apple Valley News Now.
I know when I turn it on, if there's something that I've heard about in the community, I'm going to hear it from you guys.
Apple Valley News Now has been able to cover some of the Hermiston events.
When I get up in the morning, that's the first thing I do is Apple Valley News. I know I'm going to get what I need for the day.
I eat breakfast with you. I eat dinner with you guys.
It's more a part of our community.
It keeps me connected to my community.
It's what we enjoy.
It's probably the only station that we watch.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather means early warnings and accurate forecasts.
Most fall days are awesome, but on those days when wind, rain, or snow is coming, count on our team for the most accurate advanced warnings, right down to your neighborhood.
On air, online, mobile, and social. Count on us to get it right.
Weatherproof your world with Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather.
First Alert weather from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
On your side.
Always on your side.
Hello to all our viewers in the Pacific Northwest. This is your special invitation to watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now, KView, Channel 42, and CAP, Channel 35.
He's the sheriff known by one name.
Oh, howdy, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Hi, Andy. 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 Andy.
On the Andy Griffith Show.
Broadcast channels 35.2 and 42.2. Spectrum Channel 182.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, and Stacy Lee weather. We're Apple Valley News Now. Watch weeknights at 5, 6, and 6:30. Always on your side.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Now, the morning sprint.
It is 6:51 on this Monday. Time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. As the holidays approach, some relief for tens of thousands of TSA workers. TSA spokesperson saying about 90% of the workers have received back pay now that the government shutdown is over. The rest will receive their back pay today. TSA workers missed several paychecks during the country's longest shutdown. The back pay comes just as the holiday travel rush is set to begin in earnest over the next few days. TSA expects to screen nearly 18 million travelers during Thanksgiving week. And in your health headlines this morning at 6:52, President Trump could unveil a plan to address rising health care costs as soon as today. That's according to 3 people familiar with the matter. Sources say the timing and content of the proposal could change, but it appears to address expiring Obamacare subsidies. KFF estimates the cost of premiums could more than double if the pandemic-era assistance ends. Democrats say their government shutdown fight was an attempt to stop that from happening. The Senate is set to vote next month on a related bill. 6:52 now, time for the top 5 local things you need to know this morning in your morning sprint. A patrol officer located a stolen vehicle late Saturday morning near North Underwood Street and West Hood Avenue. Take a look. These are photos from the scene. Now, the officer was waiting for backup, and as he was doing that, he says a man identified as 25-year-old Salvador Cardenas got into that stolen car. Cardenas was arrested and booked into the Benton County Jail on a charge of possessing a stolen vehicle. And deputies in Benton County are warning about 2 scams picking up as the holidays approach. The first, fake package tracking texts. Scammers send links that look real but actually take you to sites designed to steal your personal information. The second scam involves online sellers asking for payment through gift cards. Once you share the gift card, the PIN number, scammers then drain the money immediately, and the buyer never receives the item or service they thought they paid for. And in Yakima County, their draft 5-year homeless plan is nearly complete after months of community input. The plan addresses gaps in treatment options, including a potential detox facility, and calls for more permanent supportive housing for those who have spent years in shelters. Public hearings will be held in early December, with final adoption expected mid-month. County officials stress that the plan is a living document meant to adapt as the homelessness crisis evolves. And Pasco Fire is now the first fire department in Washington state to safely remove its stockpile of toxic firefighting foam. Known as AFFF, the foam was once used for fuel fires but contains PFAS, forever chemicals. Those pose long-term health and environmental risks. The Department of Ecology collected the remaining foam for safe disposal. From Spokane, it'll be transported to Utah for incineration, ensuring that the harmful substances are safely removed from the community and the environment. And the Pasco City Council recently held a public hearing to discuss creating a transportation benefit district to fund street maintenance. Now, this plan would allow for a car tab fee up to $20 per vehicle or a 0.1% sales tax. With gas tax revenues declining as cars become more fuel efficient and street repair costs rising, council members were weighing all of their options carefully. No final decision was made, and if the sales tax option moves forward, it could appear on a future ballot for voters to decide. Okay, 6:54 and trending this morning, a timeless piece of history from the Titanic disaster was just auctioned off over the weekend. Take a look. The gold pocket watch worn by Macy's co-owner Isidore Straus when the legendary ship sank. Straus and his wife Ida were among the highest profile people who died in the disaster.
While her body and the watch were later rediscovered, Ida's remains never were. The watch was given to their son and then passed down through several generations before being put up for sale.
The British auction house Henry Aldridge & Son calls the timepiece, quote, one of the most important and iconic Titanic items ever. It sold for a record $2.3 million.
Man.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's like that Macy's, right? The Thanksgiving
like
Day
Macy's.
Parade Macy's.
Macy's, yes.
Wow.
Isn't
the more
that
you know.
crazy?
Yeah.
I know, yeah, on the Titanic. And then that piece has been handed down now for years.
Yeah, and just like kind of in time for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So just weird. Time's a flat circle sometimes.
Comes together, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, speaking of Thanksgiving, that is this week.
Yes.
And of course, weather plays a big impact when it comes to travel.
Yeah, 2 of the busiest travel days of the year, Tuesday and Wednesday. Unfortunately, that syncs up right with when there's going to be snow for a Cascade Pass. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Now, first of all, first alert radar for this morning, not really showing you much of anything. It's dry out there, but we are seeing wind gusts across the region, 20 to 40 miles per hour, except for in the Tri-Cities and up and down the Yakima Valley. The ridges are kind of keeping us protected from the winds for this morning, but later today could be gusty. If you can look past the winds, today is going to end up being a beautiful fall day. Lots of sunshine, highs getting up into the 40s and 50s. So the big weather stories, again, gusty for today. Maybe a little dusting of snow for the valleys from 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 1 a.m. on Wednesday. But you see that third point highlighted in red, 7 to 8 inches of snow for a Cascade Passes, 10 a.m. on Wednesday to 4 a.m. or 10 a.m. on Tuesday to 4 a.m. on Wednesday. So that's why we're going with the first alert weather day. If you plan on traveling over Snoqualmie Pass or White Pass, again, that would be I-90 or U.S. Highway 12. We'll throw U.S. Highway 2 into the mix as well. Got to have those tire chains ready to go. Got to have the winter safety kit ready to go, because if not, then you're going to be stuck up creek without a paddle, if you know what I'm trying to say.
All right. Well, travel safely if you are. Thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest on these stories at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next. We'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.